Welcome back to Steadfast Strength, the Mom Fitness Podcast. I'm Kelsey, and I'm here with Val today.
Hello.
So today we're going to talk about something that's pretty personal, I feel like. I mean, they all are, really, it seems like. But this is a trap that I fall into a lot. We're talking about the idol of productivity and then the grace of stillness.
It's a beautiful life.
So balancing our drive to be productive and achieve, to be doing stuff, and maybe some traps that we fall into with that, where the balance is between a healthy productivity and, again, this idol of productivity, and then like what the Bible has to say about it, and like where the strength in being still is too. So, Val, dive in on productivity for you. Like, where are you at in this journey?
I think I've gotten better at being still with the stillness, but productivity is a tough one because you are go with jobs and kids and shuffling to events and schedules and meals and all the things. So being productive is a big part of the day that I need to get done.
Yeah, there's like an element of it that's like non-negotiable.
Yeah,
like you have to.
Yes.
Get certain things done.
Yeah. And I have 2 days off, and I've had that now for a year, just over a year. And I finally have gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, like today, I might take a little time just for me to read or go get my nails done ever so often. Like just something for me to breathe a little.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a slippery slope. Like I think back to before I had kids, like before being married even, and it was like this concept of Sabbath was big, and it's like a biblical principle, and I was working, and even when I was in college, like taking lots of courses, like it was easier to manipulate my schedule to have a day, like be still or like do things that were enjoyable to me, and things like that. But then, like these responsibilities come into play and start taking over, and it's very cool that you get 2 days.
Yeah.
But that's been a long time to get that. So you have those 2 days a week that you can kind of reset, but it hasn't always been that way for you.
No.
Yeah. And I've had seasons of life where I felt busy, but I didn't know what busy was until I had kids and was working and trying to start a business and stuff like that. And so like for me, it's gone from like, I knew that stillness was like a grace that I needed on my life and a habit that I needed to have, but it's just such a slippery slope for me. I feel like I'm pretty good at recognizing when I'm hustling out of like a desire to fulfill a need in me, but it's like when things just have to get done for the sake of your household, that's like tricky to balance. And then it affects our bodies too, because we're like living in this sympathetic state where we're in fight or flight mode because we're just always amped up. And I feel like for moms especially.
Right. And I think you need to have that downtime to get out of that stress mode and to be creative and not bored. And or to be bored, to start being creative.
Yeah.
If you're constantly go, 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 you're not resting them.
Yeah, and then from a training perspective, well, let's talk about that a little bit later. I won't get into that yet, but it's just super important. So, talk about like maybe some of the mindsets or thought patterns as a mom, specifically, or a working mom, where you just were like in that constant go.
Yeah.
Like, what were you thinking? Why were you fighting for that?
I think being a mom and working, it's like, okay, I gotta get the kids up. I gotta get them breakfast and get myself to work before 8 o'clock, and then it's go, go, go at work. And then I have messages I haven't caught up on, and emails I've got to do. And then you get home and you got to make another meal, and you got to get kids to activities and picked up, and all these things. That's just what it was. I was never catching up. I was never doing anything. And getting my workouts in.
Yeah.
Getting some. It just like it was too much. I was like, something's got to give. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that in those moments too, it's like, it's hard to communicate with others about the stress that you're feeling. It's hard to delegate to others.
Yep.
And it can very quickly become like, I have to do this or it's not going to get done.
Yep.
And sometimes, like, things that I care about getting done, other people in my household don't care about getting done. So then it's like, it's not fair for me to ask to put more stress on their plate if it's not affecting their quality of life when it's something that I care about, you know? Right. So I feel like it can become this big snowball of stress very quickly.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah. And I think I started getting a little bit better at, before I would have the 2 days off, of like, it'll be there tomorrow. It's okay. Just going to be present, be in the moment. Let's do what the kids want to do, or game night, whatever it may be. But then it was constantly in your mind, like, oh, I have to get this done. No, I can't,
Yeah. So how did you get through that?
I think it's helpful. Communicate with Nick, my spouse. Nick, he's a clean freak, so that is huge. Like that's a big part. He helps out a lot with that.
Oh, that's awesome.
In cleaning and that type of thing. And just, I was constantly, I'm like, I need your help here. I'm like, hey, I need you in the morning. Like, I need you to be able to get the kids to school. Or I think that communication piece is huge, especially when you have your spouse that can help out.
Yeah.
And take a little bit off that, or even if your spouse, like, he's like, it's fine, it's no big deal. If it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. It's okay.
Yeah. I think there's a few things for me that have helped with it too. Like, one is having some structured work time. Because as like, I identify as a stay-at-home mom, but I still have like a lot of work to do. And when I'm trying to get work done, keep the house clean, be present with the kids, when I'm trying to be wear all the hats at the same time, that's when I'm like very amped up. So I think like having some structured, like, okay, here's when I'm gonna work. And then, like you said, the communication part with Andy has been huge for us. So today is Saturday, for example, and Andy works hard all through the week. So our weekends we try to reserve for family time. But like, it makes a huge difference if I communicate to him, hey, I need a few hours this weekend to do work.
Right.
Like, what are your hopes and dreams for the weekend? When would be a good time for me to do that? What are your hopes and dreams for the weekend? What do you need to get done? Like, just communicating to us like those high priority moments, and kind of scheduling them in so that it's not a surprise at 4 p.m. on Saturday when he's wanting us to all go to dinner together. And I'm like, well, I thought we were going to stay home and have a movie night, and I would work during that time because we never communicated, or something like that. So that communication has been really, really big for us.
And I think too, like, social media, we talk about all the time, social media and all that, you see that, how are these people doing all of that? Like, how are they doing all of that? Like, I had to get that out of my, like, fine. Like, I want to make sure I remember the things with my kids and the time with my kids too, and not like, I do have clutter at my house sometimes. Like, you're going to come over my island, might not be able to tell it's an island. There might be bunches of stuff on it. Like, today I didn't get to it. I think now in the stage of life I am with my kids is like, yesterday I was like, like their rooms need to be dusted, they have clothes to put away. Like, I could do that, but I have a few other things that I want to do for me, and they can do that. Like, so this morning, David had to make his bed and dust his room and put his clothes away. Like, I washed it for you, leaving some of those chores for them to do, and not thinking I have to get all this done.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. That's really good.
Delegate.
Yeah, delegate, include people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's important for our kids to have ownership and responsibility. I care about the kitchen being clean at night. Mm-hmm. And some nights I'm like very tired, and if I have the morning, like if I'm not rushing out the door in the morning, I'll be like, I'll take care of some of it then. I'll get the important stuff done now. But if I'm up coaching at 5 a.m. the next morning, and then the kids are going to school, and then we have other things going the rest of the day, it's very important for me to get all of the kitchen clean, because it just gives me like some peace. And so one thing that's been working well for us is, because that's important to me, it's not as important to Andy. Like, he gets up in the morning and goes to work. He doesn't have to be there to look at it, but he really wants time with the kids in the evening because he's gone all day.
Right.
So when I'm doing like the chore that matters most to me, he's getting his one-on-one time with the kids.
Yeah, that's good.
And organizing things that way. Even today, being here and doing this on a Saturday, he's spending time with the girls, which is what he wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Which I'm only spending time with my girls too, but just like scheduling the time to get things done the way you want, and deciding what your priorities are. You don't want to miss time with your family at these certain things, so how can I make sure that I'm not hustling for it?
Yeah. And I think feeling guilty, that's tricky, because you do feel guilty, like, okay, I just read for an hour, I didn't get all this done, and I was home all day, and my house might not be perfect, but what'd you do today? Well, it's okay. I don't need to feel guilty, like, the stuff's done, there's stuff that's done, it might not be spotless, and
Yeah, and what's the underlying thing behind that? Like, why does it feel guilty?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. Social media probably a little bit. I do feel a little bit guilty, because I know Nick's working hard all day, and it's not that I don't get anything done. It's just sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna actually read today. Read for an hour. It's great. Sat outside, soaked up the sun.
But probably because we are immersed in this hustle culture.
That's true.
Where everyone's going. So if you're not doing something, then you feel, I don't know. Lies that I tell myself are like, Andy's working hard and you're just sitting on your butt. And so, which in my mind equates to being lazy.
Yeah.
Or Andy's providing for your family. The least you could do is X, Y, Z. Some of those thought patterns that, at some points in time, like, that's true.
Yeah.
The least you could do is have dinner ready. Yes, I should probably do that. But also taking time to read and taking care of your heart. And Andy pushes me in this area. He's really good at structuring his days and his time to get in self-care in addition to everything else. But I have a tendency that if I'm not busy, I make myself busy. Yeah. And I even when I don't have to be, and that's stupid, just to feel good, just so that I can feel like I'm doing something. That's not smart. That's just filling my time with things that are meaningless. And we notice in each other when we have those habits of reading and resting and like taking resets, like, we like each other better. Like, we like being together as a family more. It's very easy for us to, like, when we've seen each other in the restful states, to then be able to pinpoint, like, you're not okay right now, like, you're amped up. And of course, life has those moments where there's stressful times or busy weeks, and you get a little off course with the rhythm of rest because you can't help it.
Right.
But then, like, how do you get back to?
I think I guess, what do you do to chase your peace? Like, what do you do that brings you peace?
Yeah. For me, like coffee on the deck, a slow morning is really like my dream peaceful time, which is a little hard when you have a gym that operates in the morning. Yeah, but even after coaching a 5:15 class, coming home at 6:15, 6:30, I still have 30 minutes sometimes before the girls start waking up where I can have a cup of coffee, read some scripture. I also like organizing our house to be a space that feels peaceful. So having some worship music on in the morning. Like candles and lamps, just like manipulating the environment to be an environment that's peaceful matters a lot to me versus just like, okay, we're going. So some of that is good. We have some family rhythms, reading together at night, praying together at night, that give us some anchor points that if we've been like rushing through the day, now we're gonna calm down.
Right.
We don't do walks as often as I wish we did, but like walks after dinner are another
huge one. Yeah.
That's
a good way to do it.
Especially this time of year, like it's nice out. It's healthy for your digestion to move after dinner, and it's just good stillness time for our family. So some of those anchor points, and again, we don't always get them, but the bedtime one is really something that we pretty much do all the time. We read and pray together. You brought up a good prompt for us at dinner time. So dinner time is another family conversation, check-in with highs and lows and buffalo. Yeah, I love buffalo. The buffalo being like the silly or fun thing.
Like a weird thing that happened or silly or whatever.
Yeah. So it's been a good touch point for our family too, to just be together, take a deep breath, process the day. Which I know, again, I'm in the phase of life where I have littles. Yeah. So we're
home a lot.
We're home more in the evenings than other people are.
Right.
Which I'm cherishing that time right now. And then when I'm up at coaching in the morning at the gym, Andy's usually, his routine is he takes his like a quiet time reading, meditation stuff in the morning while the girls are still asleep, and then he works out. And I'm usually working out during that time, and I come home and do that. And our girls, like, they know what to expect now. It's easier that they're older. We'll see when the new baby comes how that like messes with our routines. But if we're on a weekend taking extra time to read in bed, the girls know that that's where we are, and they come in and they sit down,
and that's good for them to see.
Or if we're not in bed, they know that we're outside working out usually. Like those are the two places they go to look, and they hop in our rhythms with us. They go get a book and jump into bed, or they come out and work out alongside of us. So I like that. What about for you as in this season of life with middle school?
Middle school. It's busy. So my 2 days off are somewhat my reset a little bit, where I try to make some extra time for myself. So it may be actually like take an hour and read. I know it's still working, but sometimes like just like a quick little run, like just
I agree with that. Sometimes I get addicted to running because it's alone time. It's time to like process life.
I'm like, I can just go. Just give me
30
minutes. I'm alone. I'm outside for sure. But reading, I've been really picking up on taking the time to read all sorts of different things, from fun reads to devotionals to self-help, anything like that. Like I'm just trying to take the time to read. I love my morning coffee. I have time just a few moments by myself. My morning coffee. It's the best thing ever. It's something about that ritual of holding your cup of coffee and nice warm. I don't know.
I agree. And when I'm pregnant and don't want to drink coffee, it's so sad.
Throws your whole day off.
Yes. So sad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'm trying to like have a night during the week where my phone is like off.
Yeah.
Not the best at it yet, but I'm trying to figure out what night that would be, and maybe it does need to fluctuate each week. But like where it is off, and I'll just turn it back on, or turn the notifications off, or whatever, and then turn it back on the next morning or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But that's hard to navigate too a little bit.
Yeah. Especially
I do have it hidden, like sometimes I'll put it face down, put it away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I set mine to like a bedtime warning where it goes on do not disturb at a certain time. So then if I want to check it because I know that someone's going to be following up with me, I can do that at a time that's better for me versus being at the beck and call of the phone. You mentioned social media earlier, and it made me think about how we don't know the whole story on social media.
Yes.
And sometimes it looks like people are doing everything, but they have outside help. You know, like there's all these other contributing factors. So that social media is just so hard because it's so deceiving.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Andy and I were talking about it today. We had coffee together, and even not just from a life standpoint, but from a training standpoint, business standpoint, it's so easy to listen to people's podcasts and see their things and be like, oh my gosh, how are they
doing all that?
How are they doing all that? Or I work pretty hard. Like, why am I not like that comparison game? And like, we don't know the full story. And there's a lot of contributing factors. There's been a lot of years spent doing different things. Like someone may have been running for 40 years where, or whatever the story is, they may have had a different starting point with finances that elevated them to be able to have more support in the journey. There are so many things.
Right. Like you said too, like with the culture and society we live in, it's hustle, hustle, go, go, go all the time. I missed where like Sunday was your family day. Sunday there was not much happening. Same with Wednesday nights. Like those were the two kind of, like Wednesday night was like our night at home. I mean, now we spend it at church, which is great. It's fine. But sports are still on that night. There's kids that have to balance between going to church and sports and on a Wednesday night. I'm like that. I mean, it's so hard to have a Sabbath. Like it'd be great. Like I would love to have a 12-hour, even an 8-hour Sabbath of where we have nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. But now that there's not that set aside cultural time, like the society doesn't have a time where everyone's doing that. So it's hard. It's much harder to make it happen. So I don't know about you, but for me, being pregnant is hard for me because it like naturally slows me down. And there's been some parts of that I've really enjoyed because I do get stuck in the hustle travel a lot, whether it's business-wise, training-wise, just feeling like I'm not doing enough or I could be doing more, or if I do more, then this will happen. So being limited a little bit has been really good for my mindset and my mental health. So even though the pregnancy is like hard, and there are times where I feel like I'm not doing enough, I know that it's put me back in balance a little bit, because some of those lies that I start thinking a lot is if I stop doing, I'm not enough, or really just tying my worth to my accomplishments. So again, we talked about this a little bit ago briefly, but feeling like I need to contribute to the family. Part of that is, I want to carry my weight, but also feeling like if I'm not, then am I worth anything? Like those are some deeper issues that sometimes this hustle culture calls out in me, that I have to then take to God, I suppose.
I think you gotta go deep down and like, okay, what is my purpose? for me, one of the main things is like that's one thing I wanted to be a mom. Like that's like the one thing I just knew I'd be married and be a mom. Like that's what I feel like that is one of my purposes. Like so if it causes me to slow down, like okay, yep, my house is not gonna be perfect. This might not get done, or I'm not gonna go here to this because I'm gonna be a mom.
Yeah, that's great.
Like
that's your priority.
Yeah, that's my priority. Like you know, I'm gonna be at every game I can absolutely be at. Like I'm gonna have to say no to things because I'm gonna be a mom because you only get so much time. So I think, and now that my kids are like, you know, now it's like, Holly, we're getting closer to where they are out of the house than when they were younger. It's become more prevalent. Like, okay, like I'm gonna say no to some things, and I think that's part of it too. When I started switching back, I went to part time. Is like, I want to be a strong mom. I want to be present. I want to be with them in the evenings. But when I was working all day and then trying to catch up on everything else, it was just like I can't.
Was that a hard decision to make to go to 3 days?
No.
Okay. Why?
Because something had to give.
Yeah.
I just like I was not being the best wife. I was not being a good mom. And I was beating myself down. Like I just something had to give.
Yeah.
And this is a good balance. Like it's nice to be busy at work and doing things at work, but I also can be present.
Yeah. I've been in those seasons where something had to give.
Yeah.
Too. And for a long time in that season, I was like, no, I'm going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
There are other people doing this.
Yep.
I can figure it out too. And then once I humbled myself and had enough humility to recognize that I could not, and something had to give, and then being on the other side of that, I feel sad.
Right.
Like I'm sad that I pushed so hard at the expense of being present with my kids and at the expense of being an anxious wreck. Like it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
To me. Have there ever been times where, for the sake of maybe your family or your financial situation, where you had to do more than you felt comfortable doing?
I think no, but at the same time, I felt like I should. Like, okay, I want to, provide to as well. But it came down, to Nick saying, it's okay. Like, I'm all right. We're okay. Like, we can do this. Like, it's all right.
Yeah.
I think that is helpful too. But at the same time, like, you do feel a little guilty.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It's nice that you guys have that communication.
Yeah.
I think that is so important. I can think of times where I've taken on roles that I didn't really want to, in order to make sure that we had the provision that we needed. And as I reflect on those times, it's like, was I being responsible in helping my family, or was I taking things into my own hands instead of trusting in God's provision?
Right.
Those are tricky things to navigate. And to confess, I don't think I was very prayerful in some of those moments, because if I had been prayerful and had felt like, no, you know what, this isn't for us, then I probably would have had the peace to trust that God would provide, but when it's like you feel stressed and you're like, no, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it because I need to do it. It has to happen. Like that, to me, is my pride, my control.
And everyone does.
Yeah, and we go through, I'm sure a lot of us make those decisions, and then in hindsight, we're like, oh, okay, well, that's why that didn't work out very well, because I did it all on my own and in my own way.
Yeah. And I think we got to realize too, I think we've talked about it a little bit, but God created us to rest. Like,
He
we
rested.
need it.
Yeah.
We need the rest. Like, there's a reason that we need it.
Yeah.
Because
Because our bodies have to rest. Talk to us about your journey of rest. Like, not stillness, but rest. Maybe even from like training.
Yeah. That one has always been a tricky one, rest for me, but I am have started journaling a little bit about it and have noticed that if I actually do take a day of rest, I am so much better training wise. Like,
Yeah.
I am pretty regimented. I would every day I gotta get my workout in, I gotta do this, I gotta get that hard workout in.
Yeah.
And I was beating my body up and not liking running anymore. I was like, sometimes the fitness is like, I just hurt all the time. I still hurt here and there, but but taking that rest, like I've noticed, like, okay, yeah, my body needed that. Like I'm really trying to listen to my body, and if I'm really tired or really sore, it's like, it's okay. My body's gonna be fine. It needs the rest. I don't need to go kill it in the gym if I just go do a small little walk, whatever it may be, or not. Like it's not gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna make me better.
Yeah. Yeah, because more isn't always better.
Right.
And I mean, depending on where you're at in this journey, you might need to move more.
Yeah.
you might need to move more. But then for some of us who love movement, or even go down some rabbit holes with our worth and identity tied to our performance in the gym or in how we look or whatever our reason for training is, it's very easy to think like the more I do of this, the better I'm going to get. But when we neglect that habit of rest, like our body does not recover the way that we need it to in order to get what we want to out of our training sessions. And I think that is like the number one thing I see with those of us who love to train is that we don't give ourselves sometimes enough recovery to train properly. And so then we're just always in this.
I need that watch that says you need 18 hours of rest. Mine never tells me that. I need one of those.
That's my watch. Like, you need 72 hours. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. But now that I'm pregnant and I don't work out as often as I used to, I'm seeing a lot more of, you're fully recovered. Let's go. I'm like, okay. I don't feel good though. Like, are you sure?
Yeah. I think it's a hard mind shift to like, if you are very active or whatever, and you just like I'm really trying to, like I said, journal and then listen to my body. Like, yep, it's okay if I don't get up at 4:30. I'm gonna sleep in a little and then see how my body feels.
Yeah, it's so interesting because it takes discipline to do that. And when you're when you're at the beginning of the journey, it takes discipline to get up at 4:30 and get in here, and you have to be in a different mindset to establish that discipline. And then, I don't know, for me, I become so rigid in my discipline sometimes because I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
Like if I get out of this rhythm, what's going to happen? Like, am I just going to completely fall off?
Right.
And like, no, I'm not. Like, that's a fear.
It is,
you know?
And for some people, they could start going back down that rabbit hole where they do get out of the discipline.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what happens if you like just keep making excuses, and I feel like community like really helps with that. Because you can talk to people, right? Like, I'm tired, or having a coach, like, I'm tired. Okay, you need to rest. I'll see you in the gym on Friday.
Right.
And then if someone's gone from the gym for 4 or 5 days, it's like, okay, well,
where are they?
Yeah, like we need to follow up with this person. Because now what's happening? Now, like if you're injured, maybe you need that rest, or if you're sick, you might need that. But if you trained hard, needed a rest day, like, man, sleeping in really felt good. I think I'm gonna do that again. Oh man, so, and then you start doing it. Now we're not listening to our body in the appropriate way anymore. But I think that's where people get scared, because we know we are prone to do that.
Right. And I think the same thing with the busyness and not being still, and then also taking the rest. Like, don't want to like idolize that. Like, no, that's not where I need to idolize myself in.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I need to move to be healthy and to be active with my children and all that, and be a better person. But I also need to be still and rest.
How have you
been able to start incorporating rest days and maybe like even sleeping in and not training at your normal time. Like, how have you gotten from I have to do this every day in order to stay disciplined to that?
It is a little bit with the 2 days off. That helps because I know I'm like, oh, I can sleep in. I have a little bit of time in the day to maybe get a later morning workout or go for a walk later, or my run or whatever it may be, so I can get, a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep that my body needs. And then I've been journaling and just little things throughout the day of where my mind's at and what's going on. And I notice if I'm not resting and if I'm not getting, a good amount of sleep for amount of days, like I'm starving, I'm anxious, I'm not the most pleasant person to be around, and my workouts aren't as fun and not as good. So if I know if that starts happening, then I'm like, okay, yep, I need to rest.
Yeah. So would you say that like that journaling has brought an awareness around the importance of sleep and how it affects everything else? I 100% agree with you. I think there are times where you just have to choose, like, okay, I'm not getting much sleep, but I need to start doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do it no matter what. But then, again, when we're talking about this season of training, and it's like, I'm not recovering, like, I'm not getting good sleep, and you're trying to make progress, but you notice that, again, like exactly what you just said. Like, I'm anxious, I'm hungry. Oh, wait, how many hours of sleep did I get last night? Oh, 6? Okay, well, maybe I'm not actually hungry. Maybe, like, I'm trying to fill my need for sleep or energy with food.
Yep.
I used to get such little sleep, and I noticed how much that impacts.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And so one of the a big buzzword right now is hormone, like hormones and hormone health and all of that. And it is, like, it's very important. And the science of nutrition and health is so complex. And yet, when we implement some very simple habits, a lot of that complexity fades away. And it doesn't have to be as hard as it is. We are talking about this hustle culture and being stuck in this fight or flight sympathetic zone where our adrenaline's high, our cortisol is high, we're not resting, we're not sleeping, like that. And that's the hormone health stuff, giving your body a chance to calm down, and rest.
And I think that's why rhythms are so important. Having just those simple rhythms of the stillness or whatever, like you said, like right before bed. Maybe it is just starting out the small of just doing like everyone say one thing they should pray about today, or whatever it may be, just some simple things to get your body out of that stress level. I see it often that it's when you are stressed like that and running so hard, it is so difficult to meet your fitness goals. So hard. It really is.
It's so hard. And that is frustrating when you feel like you're working hard, you're doing all the right things, and nothing's changing. Super hard. and it's so backwards to think, maybe I should slow down, like to make more things happen. But that's kind of the way of the kingdom too. Like, things work differently than how we think they're going to work.
And it's social media as well. You'll see people like, oh, they have a good workout today. They did a workout today. Like, oh, maybe I should. No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Go walk with your family.
And
then do your workout tomorrow.
We'll see you the next day.
Yeah.
Sometimes what's hard for me though is like, on the days that I can sleep in, it's like, I'm going to miss the people. Like, I want to go see the people.
Emily and I were talking about that yesterday. Like, I think, did you sleep in yesterday?
Yeah. So I missed Friday's workout,
And I slept in the day before. So we were just talking about, since we're the coaches, like we take turns sleeping in sometimes to be here, but then we don't see each other. And Emily's like, I gotta start getting up just so I can see my people. Like, I need my social circle.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I get it.
Yep.
Me too. I feel disconnected.
Yep. Well, I asked Emily to run last week because I hadn't seen her all week. I'm like, hey, you want to just go for a run on Saturday? Because I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she? Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys did that. That's awesome. I gotta have this baby so I can do that with you guys.
You can bike.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I could. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, social, like getting social, like that's a way to, like, be. And Emily and I were talking about this too because, like, we're home with kids during the day, you know, and it's like sometimes we're in our own bubble, like you know, like why are we not doing this together more often, where we can like help each other out and calm each other down and let the kids do their own thing together, and we can take a second to have coffee or go for a walk. You know, I feel like there's a lot of those little things that in the midst of crazy days, like finding ways to slow it down. And what about the work environment? Do you have any ways that, like, on those days that you're working or with other working moms, like,
I know at work wise when I like just need to, I'll sometimes walk over lunch.
Yep.
You know, not anything crazy, or if it's really, really hot, I don't tend to do it. But yeah, just go for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just put my headphones in and listen to some music or whatever, and just,
Yep.
I need to move because I've been sitting all day.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're outside in nature too. So you're getting like your sunlight,
Yep.
fresh air.
Yep.
You're getting
And
some
I
movement.
tend to listen to some Christian music sometimes too, just to have something as well.
Yeah. I have to decide sometimes what I need to be listening to. Because like you said, sometimes if you're like in social media and or in a podcast, it's just like pushing that productivity, then you're like, okay, I gotta go do something, you know? And I'm like, okay, that's not that's not the messaging I need right now. The messaging I need right now is like, you know, something different or something more Jesus focused. But if I'm having a work day and I listen to some of that, like that changes my mindset too, and like calms me down and centers me to focus on the right things.
I am a big Christian music morning person for sure too. Like when the kids are eating breakfast, it's on quiet.
Yeah.
Like it just something, just a little bit of that. I don't ever have the TV on in the mornings.
Yeah.
First of all, my kids will stare at it.
Yeah.
It's all awful stuff most of the time.
Yeah.
So that also too, I think getting your mind set for the day,
Yeah.
getting them set for the day.
Yeah, some just deregulation. Like let's just regulate our nervous systems a little bit. Yeah, I think for myself as a mom, I get overstimulated very easily.
Yeah.
You know, if the TV's on and kids are asking questions and I don't know what else is happening, but
Laundry's going.
Yeah.
Gotta get this done.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, okay, no, stop talking. Like, hold on.
Wait.
But you know that I feel as that moms talk about that a lot, but our littles too, like they become dysregulated so easily too. Yeah, so turning the TV off, having some conversations. I got caught for a while in the trap of wanting to give my girls the opportunity to sleep as long as possible. And then I discovered that when I did that, then I was rushing them to get out the door.
Yep.
And the rush of the morning was more of a
Stress.
Yeah, more of a stress than just getting them up earlier. So like I was trying to like, if they sleep longer, they'll be happier. No, like we need our time to. And it hit me when Oakley would ask. This was when she was in preschool, but she would wake up and ask, "Is today a day we need to hurry?" I'm like, oh God, like I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, like we never need to hurry. Sometimes we have to move with intention, but but as the parent in the household, like I get to set those rhythms for them. Yeah.
And I think that was a big thing for a while too with us, is like This is why we're trying to get you up at a time so we're not rushing out the door and you're not stressing, yelling at me, where are my shoes? Because I didn't wear your shoes. I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that we have you get up at a time so we're not, so you have an extra 5 minutes to,
Yes.
do I have everything for the day?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's like that's when everything just gets all, and then you are dropping off at school and you have angry kids and you're angry because they're making you late and they're late for school. They're not late for school, but they're making me behind and I'm getting yelled at for things that they could be getting and doing, and
then everyone's just,
and that's just not a fun way to start the day.
Yeah, no. Yep. Yeah. Peaceful presence. So for me, I am so bad at this. Like I'm on the roller coaster of productivity, rest. Okay, my pendulum is swung too far this way. Now I need to bring it back. But I think rooting yourself in scripture, like reminding yourself that your worth is not dependent on your output or what someone thinks of you or what the scale says. I mean, there's so many different things we could put our worth in that then lead to us feeling like we have to be ultra productive in order to achieve those things. We're talking about motherhood because that's where we are, but career, training, kids, the way your household runs, I mean, anything can lead to busyness that steals stillness and peace from our lives. I think finding some scripture to root yourself in. How do you study scripture?
I'll either have it's like a devotional, it'll be a Bible verse and then just like a paragraph. I need to be better about it, and I maybe need to find a different way because some of them I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'll do like the Bible app there. Sometimes I'll listen to a devotional thing on that. I need to be better at it.
Yeah, it's okay. We all do. But I think, I know you were reading through the Bible in a year. And that to me is like very overwhelming.
It is overwhelming.
And I go in different phases, when I'm doing a Bible study with people and we're reading like a chapter at a time or whatever, then great, that's what I'll do. When I'm left to my own devices, I have a tendency to choose like a verse and meditate on it and chew on it and try to think on it all day. I might, when in different phases of life, I would like maybe write it on a note card or something, and just like have it. So I was looking at it, and again, context. There are just lots of different ways to study the Bible, and we're all on a constant journey of that. But scripture is alive and active. So even if you do choose a verse that's, about rest, then put that somewhere that's visible, chew on it, think on it, put it on the forefront of your mind and see what happens.
Right.
It's the same with like the music, like putting some worship on in the music. You might not be intending to spend time with God in that moment, but it shifts something in my spirit to start my day like that. Yeah. It just reminds me to be prayerful and to be thinking about those things. And
and I am better at even it. You don't have to listening to it.
Yes.
Listening to a little bit of a devotion or whatever it may be, I think is helpful too. Because there are days where it's just I don't have time to sit and really read a whole lot, but I can listen to a little bit. And
that's the grace part of it too, right? Like our days are all going to look different all the time, So on the days where you have a day off and you can sit and read, like you get to enjoy that. On the other days it's like, okay, I'm going to listen to something, or I'm going to start like this. It's not perfect. I'm not going to beat myself up about it or tell myself I'm worthless. I'm just gonna go with it.
Yep. I'm reading Abba's Love. It's a book and about Jesus' love and God's love. And I think I've read the same page 3 times. Like I read it and then I'm like, okay, I get distracted. And then I started, I'm like, oh yeah, I already read this. And then I get distracted. So I'm like, this morning I was reading it. I'm like, okay, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
But that's just what it is. But hey, I'm getting a lot out of the one page.
Okay, God, I guess I needed this page. Yeah. It's just not going to be perfect.
Nope.
Yeah, and back to training and stuff too. Like, it's not going to be perfect. So you just do what you can.
Yep.
If you need to rest.
Yep.
And then get back to it the next day, you know? Do you have any other thoughts before we bring it in for a landing?
I don't think I do.
Yeah. I think that...
Need to go against the society of the hustle.
Yeah.
You don't have to hustle.
We don't have to hustle. Our worth is not tied to that. Again, I'm so bad at it. I love hustling.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Yeah. I love doing things. I really do. And then if I do it too hard, too long, it's like, whiplash. I need to...
I think we were talking about after the last podcast we did, and I said, I heard something like, we're a busy society. Like when someone asks you, how are you? Everyone's busy.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's true. That's what I say. But
yeah.
Maybe it's like, okay, it's a good busy because we're doing this and this with the kids.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, a lot of people are like, yeah, busy.
Yeah.
Just busy. No time for this. Busy.
Yeah.
Finding a different answer for that. I need to find a different answer because sometimes I am busy, but I'm like, it's a good busy though.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be negative.
Yeah. And I'm sure we can all think of people who are like stressful busy.
Yeah.
Like anxious busy. And then people who are just high performing people who get a lot done, but they don't seem busy or anxious. Like it seems to be like there's a state of a person's soul that impacts whether they appear anxious, busy, not rested.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is adopting the belief that, if you can believe that you don't always have to be doing more, sometimes more is less, like you might end up actually being more productive with less stuff because you're focusing on what's most important, so it's really hard to be creative if you're like an entrepreneur when you're running all the time. Like good ideas don't come when you're stressed, so anyhow. Okay, it's okay to not be good at it, but you just choose something. Just choose something. Maybe it's a verse you're going to meditate on this week. Maybe it's throwing some peaceful music on in the mornings or the evenings.
Or taking a couple minutes to journal.
Yep. Journal. Bring awareness to your day. Like it might be taking a quick inventory of your mood that on a daily basis, because that can be an indicator of if you need more sleep or not. Or logging your sleep hours and bringing awareness to like, how much rest do I actual rest do I get,
I was reading a book, Praying Like Monks, Living Like Fools. And one of the tasks that we had to do is like literally just sit with our eyes closed, palms up for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and like how long that is. And then add a little more time. And it's really hard to do. But that gives you time to reset and like get your mind trying to talk to God, it's really hard to do. Like you have to sit here and like, 10 seconds, like even just trying that and then adding a little more time I think is a good
10 seconds of stillness.
It's very hard.
that might be a great starting point. And if you can't do it, maybe it's a walk where you're not being still but you're being quiet, and then getting to the stillness part. But I think it's worth a shot. See how it impacts your body.
Rest and stillness is good.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, thanks for joining us today.
See you next time.
It's a beautiful life.